Now, when diesel fuel runs out, now, it causes that too, for diesel fuel. Understand? Um, Running out of diesel causes engines to stall suddenly, often with violent jerk, as in fills the fuel lines and ejections. Unless gas engines, you cannot simply add fuel and restart. The system must be bled of air. We may be required of professional service or tools to avoid damaging the fuel pump. What happens when diesels run out? Engine stall. The engine will hesitate to lose power and shut down, and abruptly some will be a violent jerk. Air in the system. The fuel pump air attempt to fill in lines and ejections because diesel fuel sets a lubricant for these components and it causes damage. Difficult restarting. The engine will not restart simply adding more fuel. The trap air must be removed and process known as bleeding. And this video explains how to restart diesel engine after it has run out of fuel. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. When the tribulation comes, that's it. They ain't gonna be able to restart the engine when all diesel fuel runs out, especially when it comes to because trucks need diesel fuel, trucks, trains, and maybe like ships or whatnot, and and it's mostly on drawbridges. And I'm gonna show you some pictures. Movable bridges. That has train with diesel fuel in it. Let me see something. Train drawbridges with diesel fuel. Train drawbridges, especially movable bridges like swing bridges, represent significant safety risk for diesel-powered lubricants with derailment often resulting in major fuel spills, such as 3,200 gasoline incidents on Mississippi River in 2018. Those bridges, often remotely operate, require precise alignment and prevent cars stop, and it's going to happen when the rapture takes place, right? And sudden destruction, right? The video explains the liberty of design, a left fuel, a way of minimizing risk of incidents. Train drawbridges with diesel fuel running out. When diesel train runs out of fuel, and that's going to happen while on a drawbridge. Say like the train runs out of fuel going over Iron Curtain Vertical Bridge in Cleveland, Ohio, or So, hold up. When diesel train runs out of fuel around a drawbridge, on a drawbridge, it creates a serious operated logical and sometimes environmental crisis because modern locomotives are computer controlled and rely on electronic systems. And complete loss of power means onboard systems shut down instantly, effectively turning the train into a dead piece of equipment. And fuel adjusting on the bridge. Stranded traffic. The train will come to a halt on the bridge, blocking all rail traffic on that line until it can be moved. And it's not going to be moved. It's going to be permanent. It's going to be chaos all over the world. Loss of power, controls, all safety features and electric systems may fail or lose power and engine is dead and it cannot be easily restarted without refueling. And the thing is, the fuel and the diesel fuel will run out, and ain't nothing they can do about it. If they doing this on purpose, right? If the fuel loss caused by ruptures engine derailment, it was a whole lot of derailment into 2023, right? Thousands of gallons of diesel can spill into the waterway below. Now, they already spilled all the oil from the Strait of Hormuz. So, emergency procedures. The crew must secure the train, contact dispatch, and often cleanup crews. Hazmat teams must be called to contain any spilled fuel within bombs. How it's handled. Toward us in relief. Locomotive is usually bought into the dead train. It's a machine. Trains are machines off a bridge. And so refueling, if towing is not immediately possible, specialized crew may be bought in refueling of a locomotive of a bridge, although the challenging, the bridge damage, an incident involved in derailment, the bridge itself might be damaged, requiring repairs before the line can reopen. And guess what? It's not going to reopen because all of that is when the tribulation, when the rapture takes place, it's gonna be a whole lot of train derailments, especially on drawbridges, and it ain't gonna be reopened because it's gonna be chaos all over the place. While running out of fuel is real. Well, it ain't gonna be rare. It's gonna be permanent. To monetary fuel checks before trips, it has occurred, leading a significant delays in emergency responses. Now, the reason why they say that it may reopen and all of that, because the restrainer is holding everything back. But when the restrainer is removed, the church leaves, and then it's going to be permanent derailment and permanent destruction. Understand? Meaning sudden destruction. It causes train derailments all over the globe and off railroad bridges, including drawbridges. Let me show you some bridges. Like for example, in East Chicago and it's gonna be something like this. It's gonna be something like this. It's gonna be like in the future. Like this Railroad Bridge in Fort Myers, Florida, you know. That's gonna cause all these not to cease. I'm just gonna cause the bridge to cease and railroad bridges fall into the river and canals or whatnot. That's exactly what's gonna happen. This train derailed for the Union Pacific Railroad on the railroad swing bridge in St. Paul, Minnesota, Hartford railroad swing bridge, including this online Saybrook Railroad Shutters Road Lift Bridge was Amtrak, right? You know, same thing, understand? And that's gonna cause to cease. Two roller lift bridges in Boston, Massachusetts over the Charles River, right? You know, Amtrak, diesel fuels runs out, and especially when it comes to oil's running out, these bridges is not going to run. It's going to come to a halt, and it's not going to be operable. Understand? Because it's going to be a tribulation period. It's going to be hell on earth. And these bridges going to be destroyed, and trains and everything. This railroad swing bridge in Fulton, I'm in Milton, Florida. And same thing, you know. Train derailments on these bridges. This whole bridge is going to be destroyed, and I'm telling you, it's going to be worse off. Tribulation comes. Stuart, Florida, same thing. It's going to happen, right? That's going to cease to operate. And especially when diesel fuel runs out, trains and whatnot. And while bridges are, cease to operate, it's going to be bad. Same thing with Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Bridges like this. Newark Draw in Newark, New Jersey. Same thing. And, you know, when diesel fuel runs out and oil runs out, you know, these bridges, it's not going to operate. Understand? It's going to be hell on earth. For the tribulation period. Lewiston, Idaho, vertical lift bridge, and then also the swing bridge right next to it. Same thing. Train derailments and everything. It's going to cause chaos. Puget Sound and Pacific Railroad Bridge between Aberdeen, Washington, and Hawthorne, Washington. Same thing. Understand? You know, train derailment and oil runs out, and it causes these bridges to cease to operate. And all hell go break loose there. Talk about the Great Tribulation period after the church leaves, with the crew that's saved and they believe in Jesus. Detroit, Michigan, Norfolk Southern, former Michigan Central Railroad starts here training. When diesel runs out, understand, these train bridges and whatnot, and you know, that's going to cause chaos too, for real. In Detroit, Michigan, the same thing with the, fuel. I mean, it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be chaos over the place. Now, these are the samples I'm showing you right here. And when diesel fuel on trains runs out, and it's happening now, and it's going to So the church is going to be raptured, and it's going to be chaos all over the place. All hell will break loose. So, and I advise the train crews to get saved. And then you got some that saved, because I want them in heaven too. Bridge crews, movable bridges, and everything. So this is what's going on, folks. These are examples right there.